G'day folks, Rod from My Water Filter here today, and what we're going to do is just have a look at the installation, the installing of the Doulton Ultracarb twin benchtop water filter with fluoride protection. Okay, so as with any product from My Water Filter, the product's arrived, we've unboxed it, and what I'm going to do here today is just show you how I would do it at my own home, the same as you will today. So when the first thing arrives, when the product arrives, please unbox it straight away. Please have a look at it, make sure there's no damage to it, and even take the cartridges out and have a look. So I'll just give you a quick look at what we might do here, okay? So product's arrived and I've unboxed it. Always like to get a towel and just sit a towel on the bench top here. Just gives you something to work off, takes the noise away and stops the scratching, etc. So here we are, good and ready to go. So I've had a bit of a look over the water filter and it's looking good and there's no damage on the outside, but I just want to check the cartridges on the inside and just make sure that everything's okay. So here's the housing tool. It does have an open and a close, and they go down when you push the housing tool over the top of the housing, okay? They're a normal Australian housing in the sense that they've got a right hand thread, turn to the right, make them go tight. In this situation, we're taking the housings off, so we're going to turn them anti-clockwise, looking down from the top, okay? So we'll put this housing tool on. The housing tool doesn't slip onto these ridges, it just slips down. The knobs in the housing tool slide down in the flat part, and then you just put a little bit of weight on the top, and you just crack the seal of the cartridge housing. Same with the other one, okay. Never do them up too tight. You've got to get them off the next year, and they've only got to be nipped up tight enough so they're not leaking, okay? So this is the housing number one in this side here, and this is going to be our Fluoride Removal cartridge, okay? So we'll just gently lift that housing off, put him down, and here's our fluoride cartridge. Now, I'm just having a look at it. I just want to make sure that it is plastic on the outside. The corias can tend to have a breakage here and there, so I'm just having a quick look, cast my eyes over the cartridge, just make sure there's no splits or cracks or anything in it. Okay, it's looking good. Look on the ends here, made in the USA, it's all good, nice, all right? So with these cartridges here, they're an activated cartridge, the water's entering through the top and coming out the bottom. So we're happy with that one. Just going to put him back on into place, and we'll screw him up. Okay, now come over to the Doulton. Now the fluoride's been removed from the first filter, and now we come on to the second filter, which is the Doulton. Be careful when you take these out. We don't want to drop a ceramic cartridge because they can break. We've got to treat them like an egg. They're amazing cartridges, they work fantastic, but we must respect them. If you drop it on the sink, it will break it. Once again, being ceramic, I'm casting my eyes up and down this cartridge, just inspecting it. You will see it if it's got cracks in it. They do stand out quite well. Just turn the ends, make sure it's all solid and in one piece, and then you can have a look on the end. There's only the one hole in this Doulton Ultracarb cartridge. Being a pure water filter, drinking water filter cartridge, there's only the one hole, and that hole's got to go down into the head. So the water penetrates through the cartridge, down the center core, into the head plate, and it'll come out of the spout ready for us to drink, okay? So this cartridge is done well and it's all good to go. So I normally just hold onto the cartridge as I put the lid back on because we don't want to be knocking it over, okay? Everybody happy, and that is nice, good quality cartridge. We'll screw them up nice and tight, okay? Put the housing tool on, just nip him up. On this one here, just nip him up, all right? There we have it, and we're good to go, okay? Now, the next stage, this is the water hose connected to the diverter. We need the diverter to be connected onto the kitchen tap spout, and then we can push the water through the water filter to filter the water, okay? As you can see, there's a black washer that goes in the top of our diverter, and we've also got a male adapter over here. So on the kitchen tap, on the end of the spout, is the aerator, and you can simply unscrew this aerator. This one's come off very easy in this house because we've had it on and off a few times. You can see there's a couple of slots cut in the side of the aerator, and that's so a tool, a crescent, a spanner can go on there if you do need to give it a loosen to get it off. But basically it's a male aerator, and we've taken that off now, and that's exposed the female thread, and now we're going to connect onto it. The diverters are always a female thread, all right? So we've got 2 female threads, so we can't connect that one on there. So today we need to use the male adapter, okay? So they're a great little help, these ones. Always got a couple of rubbers in them. Sometimes, depending on the faucet, you might need a large rubber or the small ones in there. I'll just go with the small rubber today. There is a thread around the top of the adapter, and it's a very speckledy thread. It's a funny pattern on these, but it is a thread, and it does screw up into the top of the faucet spout thread. I generally like to wrap a little bit of thread tape around those, wrap the thread tape on, and then we just turn him up into the spout thread, and we'll just screw that on there nice and tight. Bit of thread tape in there helps to just lock it in, okay? Once that one's on there tight, I like to put a tool on and tighten it up so it's nice and tight. We want it airtight, don't want air escaping back to the filter, and we also don't want water leaking out when we turn him on. But we've now converted it to a male thread, a little bit of thread tape if we may, and then we're going to screw on our diverter, okay? They're a perfect match, perfect thread. As you can see, screws up very, very, very easily. All right, there we go. Tool on there, tighten him up with a crescent or a pair of multi-grips, nice and airtight, and she's ready to go. And at this point of time, the water filter is totally connected, and we're happy and good to go. And then we're going to move on to the flushing stage, okay? So it's vitally important, if you've got a fluoride cartridge in position 1 and a ceramic in position 2, that you don't turn this water filter off. You don't turn this water filter on, okay? This water filter must be flushed before you turn the water on, okay? It is vitally important for this filter to work perfectly. There's not a lot of ways to get fluoride out of the water, okay? But if you want to get it out, a reverse osmosis system or one of these OmniPure cartridges from the USA, this will get the fluoride out. We've tested it ourselves, 97%. But it is vitally important that these fluoride cartridges are flushed properly for 10 minutes. So we're going to jump onto the next video and show you what to do. But when you connect up your benchtop water filter, do not turn it on until you've watched the flushing video and you've flushed this fluoride cartridge as it's shown in the video, which only takes 10 minutes anyway. All right, so let's go and take a look. Thanks very much.